And this is Haley. We've never met, but she's a booktuber who made this video a year ago.
I thought it would be interesting to only rely on these free little libraries to do my reading this week.
Now it's my turn. So come join me for a week of reading from free little libraries. Let's skedaddle to earlier in the day when I ran to my first little library of the week. I'm gonna keep looking, but the first book I found sounds kind of cool. It's about a poet mysteriously arrives in a village. I guess towards the end, all of these well-known poets are gonna give a speech, and it's actually all like excerpts from their own diaries. But this is the first one, so I'm gonna keep looking. I'm not into horror, so no. The Giver of Stars. That's cool. These little books look so cute. I don't think I'd want to read any of them though. Let's see what's up there. I'm actually so sweaty. I don't know if I want to read about murder, but it is a nice short book. I think I'm gonna pick one of these 3 books. Just because I want to finish a book in this video, I'm gonna get the shortest one. And then if I visit more boxes, hopefully I'll find a book that looks good. But if I don't, then I can come back here for one of these 2. Okay, I got my book. I woke up before my alarm, so that means I have some reading time. I started reading outside, but the cushions were a little bit wet, so I came inside and I still have like 10 more minutes that I can read. I'm glad I chose this book. It's a short memoir or autobiography by Maya Angelou, and it's called Gather Together in My Name. And so far, I've followed her from about 17 years old, and she's probably still 17, maybe 18 or 19. At this current point, she just left San Francisco and is in LA. I know these cities have changed so much since World War II, which is kind of the time that this book started. And I also just visited these places. So it's kind of interesting seeing her perspective on what those cities were like. The book has been centered around like World War II has just ended, and everyone might be like, oh, like we just ended the Nazis, so therefore racial prejudice is not a thing, but obviously it is a thing. Yeah, there's just some moments of that in this book. She also has a son trying to get jobs, trying to do all of these things, have a good life. It's about 8 p.m. and the sun is supposed to set at 8:27. So I'm gonna sit out here and read until I can't, or I get a bug bite. I'm pretty sure I just read a few pages yesterday, and I'm not even halfway, so I need to read more of this book.
change of plans.
My brother just called me and told me he locked his keys in his car. So I'm gonna play a part in getting those keys to him, which means I'm currently not reading. And before I go, I need to fix my nails. Alright, let's hit it. So, I was like 5 minutes away from my point where I was gonna pass along the keys, and then my brother called and said he got into the car. So, now that I'm in this car, I'm gonna go to the library. I got an email that my books that were on hold for almost a week are available, so I'm gonna go get them. I'm getting my books. I'm so excited. Let's go. I'm on my way to the free big library, not the free little library. I got books, and there's a free little library nearby, so I'm gonna check it out. I already see it. It's so cute. It looks like a house. So I'm not gonna get any books, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. And if there's anything good, then I can come back after I read my Maya Angelou book. So cute. This book looks cute, and then there's these 3 books that I had to open up, and they have little stamps that say from the library of, and this one sounds kind of familiar. I think it might be a series from Ash and Fire or Ash and Flame, but I don't know anything about it, so I'm not gonna get that. I just looked at my receipt that was emailed to me from the library, and it says I saved $58 on this trip. That's insane. I just secured myself a shady spot, so I'm gonna tell you about my books. First we have I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I got this because I like memoirs, #1. #2, I used to be a really big fan of iCarly. I think I know a little bit, like her mom made Jeanette McCurdy, the daughter, like the breadwinner of the family. That was a very bad dynamic, which made her happy that her mom passed away. The other book I got is Onyx Storm. I'm in the middle of Iron Flame right now. I honestly took a break of it for this week of me reading from Free Little Libraries. I'm gonna finish this week reading from Free Little Libraries, and then I'll finish that book. I don't think it'll take me too long. Then I'll finish this one because I know there's a wait list. After I finish this, I'll go back to the series, and then I'll wait another year or 2 for the next book in the series. I'm not crazed about this series, but it is a book that I can read pretty fast considering that I'm not the biggest reader. I'm trying to get into reading. I'm excited for my library books. I can't believe that these 2 books cost $58. Good thing I'm saving that money. And we're back, ready to read. It's officially been 1 week of me reading from Free Little Libraries, and I feel like I've finally made progress in the book. Originally, I was thinking I would finish a book and start reading another book, but at least I'll finish this one. That means I finished a whole book. When I was on the train, I finally reached the halfway point. I finally reached the 100-page mark, and I'm currently having like 70 pages more to read. So I'm gonna finish it tonight. When I was downtown, my friend told me that she read I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and I was like, oh, like, what's like the time of life that she was writing about, because this one's like 17, 18, 19 as of what I've read. And she said it was also 17, 18, but in the younger years. So I feel like I have a little bit more context because my friend told me she had a rough childhood. Also, I read the about the author page. I feel like I know a little bit more about how the book is progressing. Like, this book was published in 1974, and she was really becoming very well known, very well renowned in like the theater writing sphere in 1974. I'm starting to like it more now that I know more about the author. I'm getting more context about all of these different jobs that she's had that have led her to become who she's known for, like her profession. So I'm gonna finish reading these last 70 pages right now. I'll let you know my final thoughts when I'm done reading. For some reason, this cat really likes smelling this book. Just when I thought everything was making sense, tracking for her to become the successful playwright that she's known to be, this job that she had ended before it even really started, and now I'm like, well, how is she getting to where she went? I wonder if I'm gonna find that out in this book, or if it's just gonna be a lot of job hopping. Gotta keep reading. She just said someone could have bought her a house for $5,000. That's insane. I just made it to the last section. Maybe these are chapters, but they're so short, it doesn't feel right calling them chapters. I have 6 pages left, and at this point, I'm way more happy to be done with the book than to actually know the contents of the last section. Maya Angelou lived a crazy life, and this is just to like 19 years old. I only read about 3 years of her life, and it's like a lifetime, really. I was reading for more than 2 hours. Basically, this memoir covers her life from 17 years old to 19 years old, having different jobs, getting different jobs, being unemployed a little bit, having a son. Most of the time her son was not with her. I don't know what they're called because I had never heard of it until I read this book. The economy was so different. She'd be talking so highly about a job that paid $65 for the entire week. I didn't really like any of the men that she talked about. She seemed a little naive. Like, I could see the bad intentions that men had, but she couldn't see it in the moment. That's my week reading from Free Little Libraries. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other videos. Bye.